As you can see, I have now master branch, which points to commit 1, and commit 1 is pointing to commit 0. And as we can see, we have this asterisk, which means that this is the place where the head is. So let's say I make some changes. And usually the changes are either adding new file, edit existing file, or delete existing file. We will call them changes. So after making some changes, I start to commit them. So I will type git commit. And as we can see, we have a new commit which has only the delta of my changes, the last changes. And we can see that master branch pointing to commit 2 and the head in commit 2. So this is the same usually is making a change and then committing them in the branch. So now let's say that I want to have a new branch to isolate commits in this new branch. So I will start by creating new branch. Git branch 1. So now I have created branch 1. And as we can see, we have branch 1 pointing to the same commit that master branch pointing to, which is commit number 3. Also notice the asterisk which is still pointing to the master branch, the head, the asterisk, this is the head, which is still pointing to the master branch, which means that when I make a new commit, it will be in this branch. If I commit now, let's say make changes and start git commit, this will not commit in my branch. Instead, it will commit in the master branch because I didn't move the head to the branch 1. Yes, I create the branch, but the head was in master branch, not in branch 1. Let's have a new commit in master. So it is the same. Any commit will goes to where the head is now. So in order to have my changes to my branch, I need to move the head to the branch. And we're doing that by using checkout the branch. Git checkout branch 1. So we can see that now the asterisk move or the head moved to branch 1, which means that any new commit, it will be in this branch. So if I make changes now in my working directory and then say git commit, as we can see, commit 6 is in branch 1 and it pointing to commit 3 and commit 2 and so on. And it will be the same. So make changes and then commit them. Git a new commit with a new change and so on. So based on where is the head is, it means that my commit goes to this branch. Let's see moving to the master branch again and have it. So let's see moving to the master branch again and having a new commit so we can understand this for sure. Git checkout master. So the asterisk now, the head moved to the master, make some changes and then git commit. So now the commit in master branch. But now I don't want commit 4 or 5 or 8 in the master branch because my intent was to commit them in branch 1. So I don't need them as we can see. So I can force the head to move to a certain commit. Be careful with that. But I can have this option. So if I say git reset hard and then the number of the commit or the commit ID, which is in this case commit 3, then this will forcibly move the head to this commit. And of course, any new commit will goes here after this in this branch, in the master branch. And in order to continue work, I need to just, for example, continue work in branch 1, moving the head to branch 2, git branch 2. So now I move the head to branch 2. So all the commits, the new commits will goes to branch 2 now. So make changes and then git commit. So now I have the commit in branch 2. Another change, I have the commit in branch 2 as well. If I want to make changes in branch 1, then I need to move the head. Now the head moved, and then commit, which make a new commit, and so on. Remember how commit 6 in branch 1 pointing to commit 3 in the master branch? I mean the main idea, the rest of the branch 1 inside the master branch starting from commit 3, where the isolation starts. So in order to get all the changes, for example, in this snapshot, which is commit 12 in branch 1, I need to get all the changes back to commit 0. The same for branch 2. Let's talk about merging branch. We have two main ways for merging branches, which is the first is the normal merge or the non-fast forward, and the second is the repays or the fast forward. Let's see the normal or the non-fast forward first. If we going to merge now, since the master has no change, this will not make good explanation. So let's have a change in the master, so we can have a change in the master and change in coming branch, and then we can see how this will give a good explanation. So let's first move to check out master, move the head to the master. Now I'm on the master and I will make change and commit this change. So now we can see the master is the active branch and the head is pointing to it. So now let's merge the master and branch 2. And here, of course, we want to merge the changes back to the master. Please note that we have two colors for master and branch 2, but it's very similar colors, unfortunately, but they are still two colors. So what I'm going now is to merge by get merge branch 2. This is very important as we see what is the merge is a special commit that pointing to two parents. And as we can see, commit C14 pointing to C13 and C11. So we have the master branch, which means that master branch C14 has all changes, including C13, C3, C2, and also has C11, C10. But branch 2, it doesn't include the changes because, as we can see, C11, it only points to C10, C13, C12, whereas branch 2 pointing is pointing to commit 11. And here there are two different colors. I need also to merge the changes to branch 2. So master now has the changes of branch 2, but branch 2, it doesn't include the changes of the master. So if I want the changes of the master with branch 2 as well, then I need to merge that. And in order to do that, I will say get check out branch 2. Now I am in branch 2, then I will say get merge master. Get merge master. So as we can see now that the master and branch 2 merged, so branch 2 pointing now to C14 commit, which has all the changes back to commit 0 and the same changes as master 2, and master 2 and branch 2 are now identical. So let's merge branch 1 with repays or fast forward instead of normal merge or non-fast forward. So think of repays as it is the same idea of reapplying the commits in a linear way. It is the same idea as if we would like to have all these commits without a branch. And in order to do that, I will check out branch 1. Check out branch 1. So now the head moved to branch 1, then get rebase master. And let's see what will happen. So what will happen, it will take all the new commits in the branch after the isolation and reapplying them on the target branch, which in our case is the master branch. Please notice this is new commits. This is not the old commits. I mean the ID of the commit changed. And if the master branch has no changes in the commit, this will make the fast forward very clear, because this will just moving the commit with the same ID and just moving the head to the last commit. This is why the pure clear fast forward usually happen when the target branch has no changed when the isolation happen. So with the repays, we can see that we will have linear commits, and if we didn't have our first branch merged with the normal merge, then we will only have one line of commits. Now branch 1 has all the changes with the master, and the branch 2 as well, so it has all the changes, but master still doesn't include this change. So what I need is move the head to master, so get rebase branch 1. So now I moved master to branch 1, which means that master has the changes in branch 1 as well. So branch 1 and master has all the changes. There are many other commands for get with this graphics. For example, detach the head. Usually all the previous examples, the head was attached to the branch, but we can move the head or detach the head from the branch to specific commit, and we can use by specifying which commit or by using what we call refer, or we're referring that the ID of the commit, but it's very long, so we can use some intelligent way to find that using the tree of get. So there is many other ways, also using the cherry picks to pick some changes. Let's see the real fast forward, and this when the parent branch has no changes since the child branch. So I will start by making a new commit in the master branch, another commit, and then I will create a branch 1, and then check out branch 1. So now I checked out, and let's make a commit in branch 1, another commit, and then another one. Now let's check out the master so I can merge it to the changes in branch 1. So I check out the master, and now I'm going to merge to branch 1. So what will happen here, as we saw, that just the head and master branch move to point to the last commit, which is commit number 4. So there is no recreating or reapplying the commit. All the commit IDs, they didn't change. And this is the fast forward because it keeps the same commit, because master branch has no changes since the branch 1 created. Let's talk about how we can control the move of the head. Like for example, detach the head from the branch or moving the head to a specific commit. So I will start by creating a new commit or some commits so we can work with that. Then now I will check out a commit, not a branch. So let's say commit number 5. So we can see now that the head is detached from the master. It is still pointing to commit 5, but it is detached from the master branch. I can attach it back by typing get checkout master. So this detach the head back to the master. I can also move it to C4, for example, or get checkout C2, for example. So I can control where the commit that I want to move the head. Get checkout master to get it back. I can also use the head with symbol to specify that this is the parent or the grandparent or the grandparent. So let's see that. So I can say get checkout head, and with this symbol, which means that the parent of the current. Let's get back to the master, and if I specify it 2 times, it means the grandparent. So this will move to C2, and let's get back to the master. Then I can put it like 4 times. So this will move to C0 and so on. Let's get back to the master. But it is not very convenient to use many symbols in this. So instead I can use tilde with the number of commits that I want to get back. Let's see that. So for example, instead of writing this, I will type head and tilde and write the number using the tilde. So as we can see, it's very simple to move the head and detach it from the branch by using refers. Let's see how we can use the refers to move the branch back to specific commit. So I will start by create some commits so we can work with them. Now I will create branch 1, and let's say I want to make the new commits in branch 1, but I didn't check out branch 1, so I make a mistake and commit all the changes in the master branch. So now, as we can see, we have a problem that all our changes in the master branch, but I don't want that. So what I need now is to bring the master branch back in commit 2, because I don't want all the 3 commits in master branch. And in order to do that, I can use get branch dash if or force and master, and using the head with tilde 3 commit back. So this will bring back the master. And then I can check out the branch 1 and doing the new commits in branch 1 as intended. Let's move to another topic. When we talk about merge, we understand that merge means that take all the changes from one branch to the other. What if I don't want all the changes? I just want some of the changes, not all the changes in the branch. In this case, I need to use cherry picks or pick the changes that I want to merge to the branch. Let's see that. So let's make some commits. So once I make this commit, I will create branch 1, then make a new commit in master, then check out branch 1, make some commits in branch 1, another one, another, and another one. So now I want to merge master branch and get the changes from branch 1, but in this case I don't want all the changes in branch 1. I just need specific commits from branch 1. In normal cases, we usually first I need to check out the master branch. So I will go by get check out master, and then I should get merge branch 1. This is a normal merge, but I don't want that. I don't want to merge all the branch. I just want to pick up the merge. So in this case, instead of typing merge, I will type get cherry pick, and then type the commits that I want to pick. In this case, C6 and C5. Then, as we can see, it will just take these commits and reapplying them in the master branch. And now master branch has all this commit, but it doesn't include the other commits in branch 1. So there are many very useful commands here, but I will leave that to you to continue. And so let's start by executing my get kata. So I have created a get kata which has many get command that you try to execute them in less than 2 minutes. The main idea of this kata is to get more familiar with get command in a very quick way. I have created here an empty repo called my kata. So let's working with that. I will open here the command line. So let's navigate to repos, cd, make directory my kata demo, navigate to my kata demo, then I will copy and open this directory. So the first step is get initialize. With git initialize, it will create the git files. And to see this file, we just need to open the hidden. So we can see here all the git files that are responsible for track the changes and do all the git stuff. I don't need to see them. So let's close the hidden again. So I will start by creating new text file with hello world. So this will create a new text file, as we can see. Now git status to see the changes. As we can see, we have hello text not staged. And to understand that, in the changes, we manage the changes in Git in two levels. So the first level that we stage the changes, and the second level that we change them or move them from the stage to the commit. And the changes usually is either we adding new file, editing existing file, or delete existing file. So here I will say git add. This will move the item to the stage. And here we type the name of the file, or I can use dot to add all the changes in this directory. So if I type git status now, we can see that the file has moved to the stage. Then if I commit that with a message, first commit. So this commit the changes. If I say git status, we can see that there is no pending changes here. If I type git log, we can see that we have only one commit, and the head, if you remember the asterisk in the graphical representation, so it points to this commit. Let's create a new branch, git branch 1, git log. So we can see now the master and branch 1 still pointing to this commit, and the head also pointing in the same commit. So let's check out branch 1. So now I switch it to branch 1, git log. We can see still pointing to the same commit, but the head now is pointing to branch 1. So if I make new commit, it will be in branch 1 because I moved the head in branch 1 now. So let's do that. I will add here a new line. Save this file. So now if I say git status, we can see, so it will be the same git add, then git commit message, second commit. So if I say git log, now we can see that this changes it exist only in branch 1 because I branch from the master and I made this a change. So we can see that the head is pointing to this commit and branch 1. So if I move to git checkout master and git log, we can see that we don't have this commit in the tree because the tree doesn't include this change. It's only happen in branch 1. Let's check branch 1 again and let's create a new file. So echo this new file in branch 1, new file. So now I have this new file created in branch 2. Of course, I didn't commit yet. So git status, git add, git commit, add new file in branch 1. Now I have added, let's git log to see. So as we can see, we have 3 commits, and now the head is pointing to the third commit with branch 1, and the third commit is pointing to the second commit, and the second commit is pointing to the first commit. And we call that this is the get tree. We can also use get branch dash list or L. So this will display how many branches and where is the head is pointing to at this moment. Let's push our changes to the remote repo. So I will check out master, git log. As you can see also, once I check out the master, we can see that we don't have the file because this file exists only in branch 1. Let me show you that again. Git. If I check out branch 1, we can see that the file is back. So now I checked out master, move the head to master. If we say get log, we can see that master doesn't know anything about the new changes that we, or the new commits that we have in branch 1. So let's add a remote repo and we push all the branches. So if I say get remote add my remote and then give the URL, so I will copy the URL from here. This is the URL of the repo, my kata. So now I have added a remote repo, then push all the branches by get push dash u my remote dash dash all, 2 dashes and then all to push all the branches. So now this will push all the branches to the remote repo. As we can see, it moved all the branches. Let's see that. If I refresh here now, we can see that we have, if I go for branches, we can see I have branch 1 and I have master. And we can see that branch 1 is ahead of 2 changes, the commit that we talk about them. So let's get back. If I go for branch and look at the history, we can see the changes here. And this is the tree that we talk about it. So now let's go to the master branch and make a commit from the remote on the master branch. So I will say this change in the remote and in the master branch. Remote in the master. This is my comment. So now I have this commit, and of course this commit is not here in my local repo. So I want to pull the changes from the master, but I'm on the master now. So let me check out branch 1. Now we are on branch 1 and I will pull the changes. This is of course wrong because I'm in branch 1 and I can't pull the change from the master in branch 1. But I make this in purpose so we can have a problem, and let's see how we are going to fix that. So I will pull my remote master. So now this will pull all the changes from the master to here. And again, this will make this in state, because I didn't want to do that. Now we can see that I have here the merging, the second line, this is change in the remote and in the master branch. And of course, I didn't want to have that. So to fix that, if I say get log now, so what I want is to get back to the previous commit. So what I need is to hard or force the head to get back to this commit. And to do that, of course, let's not talk about refer now. I will just copy commit ID and then git reset hard, and here I will put the ID of the commit. So now I forcefully move the head to the desired commit. So let's see git log now. We can see that as we don't have the previous commit, it does not exist. We just ignore that and we move the head to the desired commit. So we're still now in branch one, right? Because we can see that the head in branch one. And now I can pull branch one instead of master branch, the mistake. So git pull my remote branch one. But of course, we don't have any change in branch one. We don't need to use you. Sorry, my mistake. So now I pull the changes from branch one. Is that everything is working fine. So now let's move to git checkout master and then git pull my remote master. So this will pull all the changes from the master now. If I open now in the master, I can see that this is a change in the remote and in the master branch. So we pull the changes from the master. And if I log now, we can see where is the head and pointing to which commit. So this is the kata. And if you try to practice on this kata to be very quickly to get more familiar with the command, this will help you to remember the commands.